Well, good evening, Scare Hollow enthusiasts and fans. I forgot to take video today while I was making stuff, because I just got into making stuff this weekend, just crazily, while I had a kid birthday party. I had like 6 girls, including my daughter over here. It's crazy. So I retreated to the garage and the backyard to make stuff. The last video, I just looked and I was like, wait a minute, I didn't make a video since I made that other video. Duh. And so at that point, you had only seen the barrels without lights in them and the parts of the skeleton on the candle thing. So I haven't shown you what it looks like all done. So it's dark out, but it's cool because I got the lights on. So I also made some other stuff. So here is what everything looks finished. All right, so, well, I'm going to show you because I'm going to use my phone here. So I made some coffins. And I put some stain on the skeletons there to make them look corpsey. See, then I got the other one here. Yeah. I ran out of green creepy cloth, so I had to use gray because I did not want to go to the store and buy any. And the ironic part of both these guys, is I didn't spend a dime making them. I didn't. All of this wood was back there. Okay, well, you can't see it, but it's back there. All this wood was just wood that I had. This is actually from the witch facade, the cabin facade that we made years ago at Inwood Village. I kept all that wood and I used it for different stuff. I used a lot of it for shelving in the garage, but I had a bunch of pieces left over and I was like, well, I gotta get rid of it. So I just made coffins. I've never made coffins before, and the angles are not fun to do, especially these. When you try to get to the middle there, and, trying to make these look the right way. But then I remembered, oh, wait, I'm putting tops on them, so it doesn't matter what they really look like. Plus, they're broken and dead, so it really didn't matter. So that was kind of cool. So this is what the barrels look like. I'll put up a picture here of what they look like during the daytime. And here's the other one. We have plans for a third one if I can get the barrels. These were free. So I have... but they will have fog. I'm gonna get a fog machine for each one of them, because right now I have a Chauvet 1600 hooked up to both of these with fog tubing, and it just doesn't look right. It looks cool, but I want just fog coming out of each bucket. I don't want it coming out because the fog tube that I have has slits in it, so that like fog comes out behind there and everything. So I'm gonna just get another fog machine. Another 400 watt fog machine is perfect for this. Choose fog right into it, and it looks really cool. So if we get a third one, we will. But so here's kind of the paint job. I don't know if it'll, yeah. So there's kind of the paint job a little bit, and this one has more of a sponge painted paint job. You can't really tell very well. Anyways, they do look at night with no other light on them. You can really only tell the faces. If there's ambient light on it, you can tell the paint jobs. But they are orange and black, I did put clear coat on them too, to keep them from chipping away. One thing I did notice was that one coat of black, and along with the orange dry brushing, was not enough, especially for this barrel. I had to do 2 layers because the black, it's still the light shone through. So you're going to have to do 2 coats of black on these white barrels. They do make them in different colors. A lot of them are blue. Those ones you may only have to do 1 coat of black. But and then here is one of the 2 skeleton candled guys. How does that look on my thing? Oh, there we go. Okay. So you can see the candles are going up there. They're blinking ever so slightly, and then you've got the chains and everything. I do need to on that chain over there and the chain over there. I need to wrap that around his hands. I need to reroute the chain a little bit to make it so I can wrap it around each one of those. But as you can tell, they're all corpsed up and everything, and you got the chains all dirtied up. It's got some paint on it, and you got the candles up there. Those candles are really cool. Yeah, so Elizabeth helped a lot with this one. She helped with the corpsing of the skeleton, and she helped with the candles. And she decided that the red was better for this one, so we kept one red. I liked the green, so I made a green one. So we have red and green. No, they're not Christmas colors. They will be on 2 separate parts of the yard, so they will not be near each other, so it won't matter. And these guys, there's 2 of them. The other one is, oh, it's right there in the yard, because those don't really support themselves very well. I mean, the candles are on there really, really well, but they need to be like that until I get them straight up in the air. So they will be flanking the 12-foot skeleton, and still have some hay bales on the ground and stuff like that. I'm going to move his legs so that they attach to the wood there. And then these barrels are going to go on either side of the driveway. These 2 guys are going to go into the cemetery, as far as I know. I may move them into the driveway for Halloween night, so people can take pictures in between them or something like that. They can sit down next to them or something. We'll see. So as of right now, we only really have the 1 photo op with the 12-foot skeleton and these guys. People can take pictures, of course, next to the barrels. If we get a 3rd barrel, they're going to want to, because we have a really cool idea with the 3rd barrel. Yeah, so that's the end result of 2 weekends. Well, basically 2 weeks of making stuff, just slightly on and off, hitting stuff each day. These I made just this weekend. I made both of these coffin breakers this weekend. I started a little bit last night and finished up them today. The barrels take about an hour and a half, 2 hours to do all of it, minus drying time. This guy takes a little longer because you obviously have to make all the candles, you got to bend the wood, you've got to get all that stuff, you got to get the chain, and you've got to corpse the skeleton and everything. So that's a process. That's like a weekend, you know. I mean, you can make 2 of these in a weekend pretty easily. Oh, and I also made, I hated the fact that I had a really bad banner holder last year, and it never stood up straight, so then I made this, and it's literally just PVC. But the really cool thing about all of this is that, I gotta see where I can stand here. All of this stuff right here, I think cost me maybe $30. And really the stuff that cost the most was just the stuff to make that guy. I had to buy a little bit of, I had to buy the drop cloth stuff, you know, so I had to buy the corpsing stuff, I had to buy the chain, I didn't have the chain, and I had to buy LEDs for the candles. I didn't have that many flickering LEDs, but everything else was free. So I didn't spend a dime on the skeleton, on the coffin breakers. I didn't buy anything for the barrels. I had the lights and everything. I had all the paint. So just on that one, and I had all the PVC for that thing. So yeah, all I had to do was just buy some LEDs, the chain, and the corpsing stuff to make all this. So that's and spray paint for the candles. So probably $20 to make all of this. So if you're trying to figure out what to do with a lot of the crap in your yard that you've had left over from other projects for Halloween, look into doing something like this. You know, if you find these barrels for free, that's a good, that those aren't for everybody, those aren't around everybody, but I'm almost positive everybody has some wood laying around, and so you can make these little, I think these are 50 inches long. I think, yeah, because like this side right here is 30 inches, and that side up there is 20 inches, so it's 50 some odd inches long. So I just eyeballed the, I just thought about the sizing and just went with that. And then these are only half skeletons. They don't have any legs. So, because I didn't have them, they didn't have legs anymore. So I needed to get rid of them anyways. So this is the new stuff for Scare Hollow 2022, and we are done making stuff. So now we're going to install stuff, and that's what this whole week's going to be, and next weekend and next week. So I gotta turn the thing around so you can see my face. Haunt on.